We are 5 red lights for the 3rd time this season in Division 4. And we are racing here at Austria. Kalik's got off well. I believe One Eye's got a good start. Is Vlad going to challenge Jamie into turn 1? Yes, he is. Vlad's going to challenge the position. Vlad can't keep the position. Jamie's had a very good exit out of turn 1. I'm going to turn all this stuff on real quick. So there we are, as there's contact between the Alfa Romeo and the Haas, as Jamie's fallen all the way down into P5. And that's allowed Vlad to get ahead into P3. Kajim One Eye's chosen to go for the mediums. Kajim One Eye looks for the move down the inside on Kalik. Can't get a position. He's on the ERS. He's already used 30-odd%. As One Eye is now in the lead of this race. Obviously, he is on the mediums, so it's quite expected. So now we're looking on at Bays and a McLaren of Boldy, battling each other into turn 1. That's got to take a lot of confidence from Boldy to try and challenge that. Obviously, Boldy is on the mediums, so he's going to want to challenge it. There's a McLaren, I believe, of Tiger. What are these camera angles? Challenging a move on Boldy. Yes, he is. Boldy's going to try and fight the position back into turn 3. Boldy keeps the position. What an exit from Boldy. He's now going to challenge the position. 4P10 on the Ferrari. He's already burnt 40% of his ERS, and we all know Boldy is not the best at managing it. We could potentially see both Alfa Romeos ahead of Jamie, and if Breezy can keep Jamie behind, then Vlad could find himself in a comfortable P3. As these two are battling each other very hard, but clean nonetheless. As K1 Breezy manages to get ahead, Jamie's looked for it down the inside, which has meant he's going to take a wider line, almost forces the Alfa Romeo off, but the Alfa Romeo gets the position. There's a battle for P10 between Walker and Tiger going on, as these drivers side by side on the straight. Obviously Walker does have the DRS, so I'd expect him to be ahead into the corner. Oh, they both have DRS somehow. Tiger looks for the move down the inside, gets the position, but does Tiger have the better traction out of the corner? The Williams keeps the position. Will the Aston Martin look for the move down the inside on a very quick left-hander? He has to back out, and that allows the Williams the position. As now Boldy looks for it down the inside on Dan. Dan leaves enough room. Boldy can't get past. Dan doesn't have the DRS. Boldy does. Boldy's probably going to get ahead of Dan, I'd assume. He is. But Dan's not going to give it up. Dan's going to look for the move down the inside to regain that P6. Will Dan have the DRS as well? He does. Dan has the DRS. He's kept the position. Boldy obviously has basically close to no ERS, as Isaac comes out of nowhere and gets past Boldy into the corner. I believe he got him on the straight because of the DRS. As now we're looking at a McLaren and an AlphaTauri battling each other. The man making his debut for McLaren against a man who's quite well known in this division. As the McLaren looks to move down the inside, gets the move done on the AlphaTauri, as now Nico finds himself in P8, or Nico. As now we're looking on for the battle for the lead. This is what we want. I've been waiting for this for 23 laps. The battle for the lead, Vlad versus Kalik. Kalik retakes the lead of this race. Is Vlad going to get the switchback? Vlad gets the switchback on the Haas. Vlad retakes the lead. What a switchback from the Alfa Romeo. As Kalik's gone for the move on Vlad, and Vlad is round and into the wall. As there was contact between the two drivers up at the front, and now that's Vlad down into P6. Or P5 even. P6. He might have damage. Does he have damage? As he's then gone for a very aggressive move on the McLaren. He's clearly not happy. So now we'll continue to look on for this battle for P7. Will the AlphaTauri look for the move down the inside? Yes, he will. Will a Williams try and sneak his nose in there? No, he won't. The AlphaTauri gets the move done, and the Williams gets the move done on the Mercedes as well. What a move from Tiger and the AlphaTauri. Credit to him. And is Dan going to fight it back? Yes, he is. Dan's going to look for the move down the inside on both of them. Gets ahead of the AlphaTauri. Can't get ahead of the Williams. Will the AlphaTauri look for the position back? The AlphaTauri, I believe, has had the better traction. I mean, he hasn't burnt his ERS. I believe if he would have burnt a bit of his ERS there, he might have got ahead. Pistol has a penalty as well. So this will be I'm really interested to see if he picks up another penalty. Yep, both AlphaTauri drivers then are going to be battling each other for the place. Pistol with a 6-second penalty, and is still deciding to try and hold up his teammate as he looks to move down defends the move down the inside on the Alpine. As I believe the Alpine's going to get ahead of Pistol. And the Alpine won't be close enough to consider a move, as I believe that's Dan going down the inside on the Williams. Dan gets the move done. The Williams tries to switch back, and there's contact between the Williams and the Mercedes, as they are both off the track, and the Mercedes has damage, as Dan is now going to be forced to pit, I'd assume. Vlad won't have the DRS. Will Baldy look for the move down the inside? Baldy's going to look for the move down the inside on the Alfa Romeo of Vlad. Vlad stays on the track. Vlad's going to try and keep his position, which he does. Baldy has the DRS. He's using ERS. I don't know where he thinks the ERS is coming from. ERS does not fall off trees, but Vlad with another switchback does. Can't get it done though. Imagine Vlad with 2 switchbacks in the same corner. That would have been crazy. This camera angle's perfect. As now Vlad looks for the move down the inside on Baldy on a very tough corner to make an overtake. Cannot get it done. Baldy keeps the position to 1 second, as there is a retirement, and it is a safety car. C6 spins and is out of the race. A lot of drivers spinning on that corner, and it is finally brought out a safety car. With only 3 laps left, we're going to have a 3-lap shootout to decide who will win this race. As yet, basically everyone will be into the pits for the soft, as Vlad got the jump on Jamie because of the Haas double stop, which has allowed Vlad up into P2. But wait, oh no, Vlad didn't pit. That's my bad. Vlad did not pit. I don't know why he hasn't pitted. Why is he not pitted? Anyway, safety car in this lap. Yeah, so it's going to be a very short safety car. I mean, the whole grid's spread out across the track. Any drivers? I'm trying not to go across the screen too quick. There is 2 drivers. There is an Aston Martin and an AlphaTauri battling for P7, I believe. As the AlphaTauri keeps the position. The Alpine sticks his nose down the inside. The Alpine is now looking for the position on the Aston Martin. The Alpine gets the position in P8. What a move that was from the Alpine. Now McLaren sends it down the inside on an Aston Martin as well. So an Aston Martin loses 2 positions on the straight there. As that's Baldy and One Eye now battling for P5. Baldy with the penalty. Doesn't really want to be held up, as there's a bit of contact and there's an Aston Martin round. One Eye's round. I believe he's just avoided the wall. He has. So that is so unfortunate for One Eye. It's been such a good and consistent race. As we'll look back up to the front then. This is what the people want to see. There's a battle for P2 right now between Vlad and Jamie's going on. Obviously Vlad on the old mediums isn't doing himself any favours. He's going to help out his teammate though. He goes defensive against Jamie. Jamie gets the position even before the turning point of the corner. Jamie's ahead, and now Vlad's teammate has to try and battle him for the position. Yep, Vlad's let him through, I believe. And now Baldy is the next man to try and get ahead of Vlad. Obviously these two both share the same penalties. Vlad has had a snap, and Baldy's gone into the rear end of Vlad. And that is Vlad round, and Baldy as well, almost. Vlad has damage. Kalik wins the race. Jamie getting P2. These guys performing yet again. Jamie didn't have the best of races in Silverstone. He's going to have a massive smile on his face now that he has a podium. And the Alfa Romeo driver at Breezy gets the P3. Whereas that's very unfortunate from Vlad. Vlad getting P10 after penalties.